So Guppy is in a server.
If Garf is gonna play Gecko, then Metal Cooler might be happening soon.
Exactly. Yeah, in a server, but I will keep an eye out on happenings here between Garpy and Madball, just see who's going to play who.
Yep. And okay, these players are actually starting right now. I am on Ince's point of view. He's not gonna be able to get the Mega, but first he's just gonna scout. Actually, no, he's not getting the Mega at all. He just completely left it for bait, and instead he goes for this rocket launcher, which of course is very important here. That's where nice rocket damage there by Ince, and the damage is huge he was dealing. Now getting the LG as well, he should be able to fight for any of these major items that are spawning soon. Most important, the Mega, of course. Base already took the red armor, but that's not gonna matter too much as Ince has both of yellows. Should be fairly equal stacks. Oh man, that rocket damage for Ince. Landing 2 direct rockets and 2 about 50 damage rockets. Absolutely massive damage, and he should be able to get the frag soon, but instead he's just gonna play it very passive. Wait for some footstep, and maybe try and get a nice drop in base.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen just how slow Ince can play today, and this is a very slow map, so I wouldn't be surprised if not much happens really in the first few minutes of this game. But Ince actually, he's doing really well with the aggression, and that rocket's going to be spot on to get himself the first frag. Well played,
yeah,
Ince.
the rocket jump from the bottom levels is always so beautiful.
Oh well. Base finding himself a middle map against Ince with an LG, that's not good. You don't want to be in the middle of this map with an LG.
Yeah, but Base able to steal the red armor and not taking too much damage here. Let's see how it goes. Ince needs some armor pretty badly. He's gonna find one of these yellows.
Yeah, decent escape from the little red room there from Base. He didn't take too much health, and Base managed to maintain a stack advantage. Only just. Ince did get himself a top 50, and Base got himself the raid. So Base sitting on 200 at the moment. Ince only on. Oh wow, big rocket there from Base.
What a drop by Ince! Just both players landing pretty much a direct there.
Ince dropped there, and he was like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't be here."
I don't know. I mean, Ince
Almost
being the lower stack, and he could immediately escape, lands a direct rocket on 200 stack. I think that's Ince who's gonna benefit more of it. And right now he's defending his mega health area, but it's gonna take a few more seconds before it spawns, and surely will be getting it. I think Base could have maybe played a bit more aggressive, even though Ince was holding it very tightly.
Looks like Garpy and Gecko has just begun. So good to see Garpy playing these games. Hopefully we can see more of him today.
It's wait. When was the last time we actually saw Garpy's games? I don't even know.
I think he did play last month, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did, yeah.
But it's been a long since.
Yeah. He automatically qualified to Group Stage 1, so we haven't seen him in a while, and of course this month is a long month for the league. Things a bit staggered over a few weeks.
Yeah, I think it's a very nice schedule. At least us
it's more relaxed.
Things together. Nice damage by Ince. He's gonna be able to get the red armor as well. And get himself on the 100-100 base. Shouldn't be showing himself too much around. He got some pretty heavy damage.
Yeah, nice rocket jump there from Ince to get position here. And this could be another frag. Ince actually left really low there after that fight. Good LG from Base, but Ince is going to look for some peak damage through the grills, but it's not going to matter. Base gets himself the first frag on this map. Ince doesn't want to let him get out of here cheaply.
Nice dodge by Base though. Able to leave the red armor area without too much damage.
And we have Enjoyka keeping an eye out on Hula at the moment, so she's going to let us know if he gets into any games.
I mean, what else do you want to do than keep an eye out on Cooler?
Ince, in our Skype chat in saying that he's in top 20 on QL ranks now. He doesn't want to lose any elo.
Yeah, that's understandable. And based on 200, we'll see how he's gonna play this in control game. Of course, 5 minutes left and 3 frags to make. And we know how well Ince plays the plus back, so
yeah,
this can be hard.
You know what I really like from Ince today is just his decision making. I think it's been spot on. And I mean, Ince, he's got a good amount of experience, not just in terms of play, but in terms of all the games he's watched. I mean, he's literally watched the best in the world for, you know what, a few years now. So, you know, he knows exactly what to do and when to do it. Watching the likes of even Cooler, Evil, Cypher, you name it. So he's definitely got experience in that way. And I mean, it's showing today in his decision making. He's picking his fights well. He's landing the damage, he's positioning himself well, so yeah, excellent play from Ince. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tops today's group. I mean, he's still got Madball to play, which I think could be a challenge for him.
Wait, did he play Madball already?
Oh yeah, he did play Madball already.
But he hasn't played Garp yet, and
yeah,
that's the only one he has after this match. And right now, base level with 5 health. And surely will be getting the frags in, of course, getting the 50, getting the red armor, that's gonna keep base alive. I don't even know if Ince wants to go for these frags. He doesn't really need them. 3 frag lead on Lost World. That's pretty huge.
Yeah, it's more than that. I mean, we saw Kilson and who was it? Pony, I think. Forgot who it was. Kilson and someone. I mean, that map
we had a Kilson
like...
Ash show match.
Oh, yeah. Kilson Ash. Yeah,
that was amazing here.
Yeah, there was 1 frag in it until the 9th minute or so. So yeah, 1 frag is more than enough on this map.
Yeah, and at least Bates is making sure he's not getting fragged here. I know Ince is gonna be waiting on the lower levels. Nice rocket by base, avoiding damage as well. I'm kind of surprised that Ince didn't stick to the 950 bubble though. I think that could have been a huge move.
Yeah, I don't think he's too concerned with base getting health. I think it's more the armors he wants to deny at this point, but he does lose out on the red armor. There's a little bit of damage
play by
there.
base. He just
Base
waited
really
for the whole red armor there.
Yeah, base sacrificed quite a bit there, but he's pushing in here well. Ince left on 77 health.
Yeah, it could be a frag for base soon.
Oh,
I couldn't even see Ince. It was like a ghost firing the rocket out of nowhere.
Yeah, beautiful rocket from Ince. I mean, he listened for the footsteps and timed that rocket to perfection. 100 damage from it. Perfect. And looks like time is very quickly running out for base here. He's going to be pushing in.
Gets the frag.
Gets himself a second frag. Yeah, good aggression there from base. I mean, he took enough damage to realize that he could still push in there and get the frag, so well played to him.
Let's see if we can actually go for a quick convert before Ince has all the necessary stacking.
He could be doing it.
Yeah.
There we go.
1 more frag, 2 minutes. This is very much possible. Base is making it happen.
Yeah, base is actually moving around the map really well now. Nice little rocket jump there to the algae room. Thought Ince would be spawning there, so he actually does find Ince here again. This could be another fight for base.
Oh man, I
Huge
like
rocket.
that positioning, getting the 50 bubble in the middle of the fight, because letting Ince get it could have meant a lot. So far, well played by base. Tied up the game and still remaining in control. Let's see. He doesn't want to die to these rockets that Ince is raining down.
Oh wow.
Nice LG. Excellent.
Very nice LG. I mean, you know, if he just missed any one of those LG shots, Ince would have made it over onto the yellow armor there.
It's actually quite interesting what you're seeing here. Ince able to beat pretty much everybody in the group. Madball and Cooler, of course, the toughest opponents. And right now, Base, which is kind of an underdog for today, he's actually looks like he's gonna get the win against Ince here. Of course, there's still 1 minute left, and Ince has a chance to return this frag.
A little bit of an ambush from Ince. Beautiful rocket to finish off with it.
Oh,
again,
man.
Ince with that dodge.
There we go.
And Ince actually recovers really quickly there with that mega health, and he's got good position here on the map, on center map, so he's going to be trying to find base now. I mean, he'd be happy with an overtime, but I think he's going to try and look for base and avoid that if he can.
Yeah, I think he kind of accidentally let it go too much when he had the frag lead. And
Yeah.
he didn't want it to become a tight game, but he still had his plan.
This could be
what
the
to do.
frag lead for Ince.
Yep,
Huge
and
LG
20
and
seconds
that's it,
left.
Yeah.
I don't think there's so much anything that Base is going to be able to do to get the frag back. He has a rocket launcher, so with excellent shots and perfect movement, he might be getting the frag. And he is getting the frag! 10 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Base on 50 health. He wants to make sure Ince doesn't get this rocket launcher anytime soon. But, oh god, 2 seconds. Base wants this overtime. And he's gonna take the lead as well. Actually, that could have been a win for Base.
1 second into overtime. I mean, literally, if he was a second earlier there, he would have won that game.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just loving today's games.
But he still has the lead, and he
Yeah.
just needs to make sure he keeps the control. He needs to avoid those kind of traps that Ince was able to pull off earlier. Right now, I don't think he wants to stick for this fight. This is not a smart fight. Ince was hitting the plasma. No point risking it.
Ince actually in a very tough position all of a sudden. He doesn't really have control on the map. And like Base has all the weapons as well. Ince doesn't have an LG yet.
Yep, and
Just wants to
right
do
now,
a
Base
little
is
bit
just
of damage
killing
onto
time
Base,
here.
but can't land anything there. Base, nice dodging from him.
Yeah, he can just kill the time. He doesn't really care. Of course, items are gonna spawn soon. He doesn't want to let Ince get too much of a stack, but in that position, he could see Ince, so he knows exactly what's happening.
Oh, this could be another frag for Base. The LG is big. Ooh. Base just breaking away from that fight. I don't think Ince had an LG there, so didn't do as much damage as he wanted, but beautiful shotgun there. I think that was a 70 damage shotgun blast from Ince.
That was quite cheeky.
And this could be a frag for Ince. Beautiful air rocket in the end. Base is just trying to jump out of there.
Oh god, what is happening here? What is happening? Ince left with 7 health. Is Base gonna be able to find the weapons and find his opponent fast enough in order to return the frag? Or are we gonna get another overtime here?
Well, Ince got that top 50, which is helping him out a bit, but the red is up on the spot. And, like Base is going to be the one getting that.
Oh man. I can't believe what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if this didn't go to another overtime. Now, both players a little bit too low to engage into a fight, unless someone catches someone by surprise. I think this is going to be a second overtime here.
Yep, Ince keeping himself fairly stacked. He wants to make sure they go on the overtime instead, so he can make sure he's gonna be stacked up before
Yeah, but it
picking
looks
up any
like
fights.
Base is going to be entering this overtime with the 200-200 stack. Ince only on 100-130 at the moment. Make that 100-170 after picking up that yellow. So Base is still out stacking him, and Ince needs to be very careful. I mean, we've seen some pretty good fighting skills from Base here today. Shown that he can really take this game to Ince. Even, you know, coming into this game as the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ince kind of underestimated Base a bit. Just judging by how he let Base come back into this game.
Yeah, but we can't really undermine the actual skills of Base that he has been showing. I mean, he has been able to make those comebacks happen. And right now, Ince just playing very careful. Mostly in the same areas, not extending too far, listening for sound, trying to get all the possible information he can get from his spot. And he's landing 2 direct rockets already,
direct
but
rockets.
Base getting the frag with a stack
God.
advantage, gets the mega. This is huge for Base. Let's see if Ince is gonna be able to tie it up once more. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna be surprised if Ince is not tying it up anymore.
That's a bad position for Ince to be in.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just going to back out of there. Unfortunately, he didn't do as much plasma damage as he would have liked, and he's very early for this yellow armor. I mean, any time he's wasting now is very detrimental, and that's going to be another frag for Base, and I think that could actually be it. Yeah, Ince calling the GG. He knows there's no coming back now. That indeed was a very, very good game, and well played to Base. I mean, he really clutched it in some moments there.
Yep, and he definitely deserves this victory. What a nice game, and this is why I love having the M13 back in the pool. Games like this.
Very tactical game. I mean, Base could have actually won it even before the overtimes. He could have won it in normal time. He literally rocket jumped with 1 second to 1 second into the overtime. So